it's a good feeling, and always I believe it's down to always a bit of practice. As I said yesterday, I've been seeing a psychologist. That's helped massively. So just to get that wee edge, because at this level you see it like weekend in, weekend out. You're up against tough players, and you need to be mentally strong.
I mean, you had a qualifier there who was breaking like God himself, and those are tough matches to get over. But into a semi-final you go. I'm not going to ask if you got any preference on these two, because I know you couldn't care less. But massive chance for you now to go and maybe take a trophy back.
No, definitely. I mean, even coming down here this weekend and even getting into the first tour at Blackpool a few weeks ago. Last year I believed I could win events, but realistically I think I knew I couldn't, if that makes sense. But actually I believe I can win things now, and not just saying that just to try and G myself up. Like, I believe I'm ready to win, and I'm playing well enough to win, and I've just been gradually getting better and better and feeling comfortable, and that's the main thing for me, you know what I mean?
Well, great to hear it, mate. A good Scott Gillespie is a great Scott Gillespie to watch. We really enjoyed that one, mate, so thank you very much for that.
Cheers.
We're going to let you go and get ready for that semi-final a little bit later on. You'll play the winner of Chris Day and Ryan Pisani, which has just got underway for us with the Ultimate Pool British Open. I'm going to slide Scott Gillespie out. John Rowe is going to join us on comms in just a moment.
To be honest, probably a few things went against me, and I probably just let them affect me too much, to be honest. You know, sometimes it is a mental game, and when things go badly for you and good for your opponent, you have to battle through that. And I say, unfortunately, I didn't really do that at the time, and I was saying that was the weekend over, but I couldn't moan too much about how I played. You know, I did feel I was playing pretty well, so you just got to think you've got to try and carry it on, haven't you? So,
yeah, absolutely.
And so there's, you know, now that we've got a few more tournaments this year, you can put it behind you a bit easier, look forward to the next one and think about things you can do slightly differently maybe, and say just small improvements. I've definitely had some small improvements on certain things I did this weekend, so you just sort of, you always need a bit of luck when you're here. And
always.
if you don't have it, it can be tough. So
yeah, it's such an underestimated part of it. I think, you know, some people almost, you feel like they get a bit almost offended when you say you need luck, but you absolutely need luck to win these events. The fields are just too big, the qualities are too high. You know, Chris Day and Ryan Pisani have both played fantastically this weekend, but they've both had luck to be in this stage of the competition.
I think what I find is more, you need luck when you make mistakes. I find you sort of see people do well, and what I mean by luck is they're able to get another good chance when they've made a mistake. You know, they often say, oh, you make a mistake, you get punished by the pool gods, but you can tell the players that don't get punished by the pool gods, that's just not kind of luck you need, and you can sort of progress, you know, get another chance to put it behind you. But at this game, it's just you definitely need a little bit, but you have to also, as well as needing it, you have to take it as well when you get it.
Yeah, you certainly do. It's
but they say Ryan must be playing well. You know,
a little bit of a surprise to see Ryan just at this stage of a competition. I guess so early on his Ultimate Pool Pro journey, but you know, it's full credit to him. I've always really liked his game whenever I've seen it, and yeah, as I say, maybe a touch ahead of schedule for some, but you know, you see the results that he's picked up this weekend, and he must be playing seriously well.
Yeah, that's right. I think you always get people that pop up, don't you, that surprise you, and I think sometimes they pop up then go away. But it'd be interesting to see, he's come up, done well this time, see how he does the next event. Obviously he's still not even out of this one, so he could win it yet, but
you know, that's an okay run for Ryan Pisani, but he's probably almost got the results you sort of expect.
Yeah, I was just
and then you get to the last 16 and he plays, probably for me, one of the informed players of the weekend in Christy Caulfield, and beats him 10-8. Yeah, and that's the big one that jumps off the page for me, because Christy's been playing unbelievable this weekend.
Yeah, say you're just going through that list and I'm thinking, that's not too, you know, he's avoided some big names there, isn't he, in the list? No disrespect to any of the players, they've avoided some big names, but then, you know, say Christy's been on fire, hasn't he? And to take him out is it just shows that he's warranted where he's at.
Exactly. It's almost like you look at Ryan's draw, and you know Ryan's a great player, so it's like, well, there's no almost surprising results there. But yeah, the result against Christie wasn't a surprise, but certainly jumped off the page, because
and he played on the main table, didn't he? Is that right?
Against Christie?
Yeah.
No, that was
No.
in the back. So first time
Okay.
we've seen Ryan on the main table this weekend.
Okay.
And as you all know, and as we've been saying all weekend long, does play a bit different out there.
It's a lot nicer out here playing than it is out in the back. It is a lot nicer.
Not everyone says that, John.
Yeah,
which
no.
might surprise you.
The table wise, that's here or there, but just having room around the table, the air's a lot cleaner in here. You know, not quite as stuffy, and that, you know, it's the balls react a lot nicer. But I think
You're speaking like a man who's played a lot of tournaments in your day.
yeah. I mean, I like it in the back room. Sometimes you battle out some games, and it can be really good. The atmosphere can get really good, but it can get a bit sticky, you know, and that affects the balls and stuff like that. So and you forget what it's like not to have to wait for another opponent to play a shot on another table, you know, just so you feel a bit more freedom out here. And when you get used to it a bit out there, it's nicer to play out on the arena table anyway.
So lost a turn from Ryan after he came to the table first. This is the big shot for Chris Day. Can he open things up? Well, partially.
He's not bad though.
Yeah, can he go right middle and bump the red out again here?
Still the black is a big problem, isn't it? Yeah, he's only got if he just flicks screws onto the red, just knocks it a couple of inches to the left, he's okay, and he can get back on it. He could even land on it then, but I really don't know what he's planning with the black.
Yeah, because I don't think it doubles anywhere, and
there's no skill shot on with the yellow's too close to the black there. Yeah, that's a nice shot.
So it doesn't double anywhere. Does it treble anywhere? Maybe bottom right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I wonder if that's his plan, because if he trebles it bottom right and sticks it over the pocket, then Ryan's got a little bit of a problem with his yellow above it.
Well, I wonder if he can leave him. If he just stays above the yellow. If he keeps himself above this yellow, he can cut it in and sort of arc around that yellow in the middle of the table. I just wonder if he plays this with top on a bit of right hand side, he can arc around the red, hit the bottom cushion, flick the yellow half ball, move out of the way, land on the black.
Okay.
Or hit the black and land on the black.
Well, it's certainly an option.
Yeah, I don't think it's, well, I'm going to say, I don't see what else he's got on that he can guarantee himself being on. I think he's might be trying to play it, you know. It's, I wouldn't say it's natural, but the topspin's going to arc it round that yellow. Yeah, that's what he tried. Look, half ball on the... Wow, I nearly called it then, perfectly.
Yeah.
Just when looked a little bit messy, didn't it?
Yeah, well, of course, the key thing is you've got to pop the red as well, and that's the one that let him down there.
Yeah, it was a bit of a stretch, wasn't it, that finish, and you could tell he was concentrating so much trying to get that cue ball round the yellow, just made him miss the pot.
Yeah, because you had to play with so much pace to get it around the yellow, so it looks a bit crazy, but that was just sort of...
And you also want to pot it slightly thin so you get the pace onto the cue ball. He's got up short there. Just have to go up the table. I mean, a player playing well, these are the nice... I know he's sort of come short there, but player playing well is just going to get down, pump this straight in the top right, you know, just... And, like, no big deal. You know, like, sort of thing you watch, like, Chippy do. You know what I mean?
I wanted to ask you I know you were out in the bar area keeping an eye on the main table through there. Well, you made the sort of the Scott Gillespie performance there. Looked really sharp, didn't he?
Yeah, he's well, to be fair, I watched some of his game against Lewis, and you know, I felt a bit for Lewis. You know, he really let him off. Let him off the hook there. And I think if that game goes differently, Scott possibly might not be here right now. But,
well, of course, yeah.
You know, but that probably is like a switch. It's probably the end. Scott had that game with Carl Morris, didn't he, just before Lewis's game?
Yeah.
And I did say at the time, it's probably a bit harsh.
Oh, hello.
Lewis is in.
Oh, Chris Day. What a shot.
Yeah. Did Ryan snooker him then?
Yeah.
I don't know why he snookered him.
Well, we'll come back to this in just a moment. Can Chris...
Is he going double?
Finish it off. Deserves to.
Yeah.
Deserves to. Oh, what a finish, CD.
That's... for me, that's bad. Poor by Ryan. I didn't actually see the shot Ryan played.
So here's the shot from Chris Day. Absolutely exceptional shot. Totally as played, and then follows it up with the double on the 8 ball. But big moment potentially early on in the match.
That's a big let off for Chris there, really. Because that's one of them situations where Chris made a mistake and he's got away with it, but this is a chance for Ryan to... You'd like to think now Ryan maybe has learned from that, and now he's going to be, if it comes to the situation again, have a bit of belief in himself, back himself to pot the ball. You know, it's not one frame pull, it's you've got to be slightly more attacking at these formats. I just hope it hasn't knocked his confidence too much, because it's still early days in the match.
Yeah, it's the only thing with a race to 10 is you've got time for moments like that to not sort of be the be all and end all.
But you still think about them. You know, it'll take a while till that's out of his head. And that's when I was talking earlier about them. Like I say, it's a mental side of the game. It's they can drag really. If you let them, they really drag you down throughout the match. And it is first to 10, but if it drags you down for 3 or 4 games, then you're 4, 5, 6-1 down, and then the match isn't over. But you know, you've got a lot more to do.
Yeah, completely.
This is a good chance for Ryan to... He's just got to work out the shot to get down the table. Probably use one of the 2 reds at the bottom and come up the left-hand side underneath that, like the line of the 2 yellows diagonally. Roll this in. Yeah, that's it now. It's going to be nice here because he's going to have a bit to play with to keep himself low on whichever red he uses to get up the table. He'll be able to choose which red he pots first to then make sure he lands low. Doesn't want to go too close towards the cushion though. He's played it pretty well. So this is where he wants to be after this shot. Screw the cue ball back to exactly where he is. There you go. It's just missed the middle pocket.
Yeah,
He's got to dig into it a little bit more maybe than he wanted to, but I think when he gets up the table, you sort of think about how far past the bulk line he needs to be. Looks good.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's just what angles he got. He might just screw back an inch and leave himself a bit of a thin cut on the black. He doesn't look happy. It's just a yellow, isn't it? He doesn't want to mess about with this yellow too much. So he just screws back a couple of inches. That's it. Keep the white nice and close.
Oh, is he on it?
He's not on that. From the overhead, it doesn't look on it, does he?
Always remember the cue ball smaller than the object ball, which might save him. He's having to turn it.
Oh, this looks... Yeah, that didn't look on.
He fouled as well.
Yeah, he overscrewed it. He didn't want to mess about with that yellow, and it's just cost him there. Well.
I mean, you are talking millimetres, aren't you?
I don't know what Chris is playing. He cannot be playing that, surely. That's... Well, I'm really dumbfounded that he's going to play that shot.
And to be clear, just for those at home who can't see you waving your arms around like a madman there, you're saying, what are you doing snooker him, just clear them up, right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
This was the shot from Ryan. Yeah, it just wasn't on.
That was, yeah, I don't think that was.
And it's all on that key positional shot, the transition up to the top of the table. He had to be like a millimetre precise, really.
He was good on it though. He was good on it. He's overscrewed that. Like I said, he just wants to screw back an inch or two and just leave himself a thinner cut on the black. Doesn't have to go near the yellow.
Yeah.
And because he's gone near the yellow, he's just slightly well, he's gone behind the yellow, hasn't he? I think that yellow Chris just spotted was the only reason he even thought about the snooker.
Yeah, he almost talked himself out. It's almost like he could hear you laughing at him.
Yeah.
I better play this, otherwise John Rowe's going to bully me.
Yeah, exactly, will do. Yeah, crazy. But especially after just seeing what Ryan did last frame, you know. It's...
Well, that's it. I think there can be two ways around it. You know, if he had a snookered him, Ryan, it almost like elongates the pain a little bit for Ryan.
Yeah.
I can understand it. The 8-ball's pretty safe, but yeah, you've just got to clear up.
Yeah, so Ryan's feeling enough pain at the minute, isn't he? Anyway, and what can happen is he can fluke the black, and all of a sudden it makes you look like the... Wow. That's just a poor shot. He could have played this one last shot, to be honest.
Yeah.
Left himself a lot more space for getting on the black.
What do you do now?
Should have snooked him first shot, shouldn't he? Well, there is a shot. He cuts it thin, come around on 4 cushions. He might play with the top left corner pocket a little bit, but because it is a thin old clip, isn't it? If you come off top cushion just before the middle, off the bottom and side, back round, I don't. He can't hold it, surely.
Oh, big shot here.
Is he going to play it all the way around? I think he's got to. Doesn't want to go. Oh, he's tried to hold it. Wow.
Well, he's not played to pot that.
Isn't he?
No. No way. That's a safety. 100. Because what's Ryan do with the 8 ball here?
Well, we can get a good cue ball though, can't he?
He can.
I would just double kiss this. Double kiss it out, get the cue ball back down towards his bottom right. The black could even come in front of the yellow as well. If he plays bang on to this, double kiss it, the cue ball comes back down towards the bottom right. And so he won't be able to cut the yellow in. And the black could even come in front of the yellow.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's the world's greatest shot that Chris has played, but I can see the thinking. Because his yellow goes, the 8 ball doesn't. He's going for the double kiss.
If he gets a snooker, no, he's played a snooker. No, I'd say play the double kiss hard. The cue ball comes down. You don't leave him on the pot because it doesn't cut an easy. But he's, yeah, I'm not. It just feels like a bit of a. I don't know. If he gets it right, I suppose it's all right. But then Chris could get back out of it and snooker him again.
It's a hard shot for Ryan to play that, isn't it?
Yeah,
you get it wrong, you lose the frame.
You've only got to put a tracer side on it, finger mark. It just takes it off a fraction, and as well as that, judging the pace.
Pace is the key there.
Yeah, because it's
the pace that's killed him there because he's just bumped the 8 ball just a little bit too far off the rail.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, Ryan looked like he was still. I mean, all that last frame has done is almost exacerbated what happened the frame before when he didn't punish Chris for missing, snookered him, and Chris has got out of it and played a worldie.
Yeah.
That sort of thing can really change a big chunk of the match, and that's what it will feel like for Ryan at the moment.
Good first shot, screw across into this yellow. I'd like to probably screw underneath it and kick it back out off the cushion. Is he going to come around off 2? I think that wasn't that easy to play. I think if you play it hard with a lot of screw right hand side, you sort of arc underneath the yellow and kick it back away from the cushion. But he's still going to have another chance to move it. He's got that yellow. He might be able to get on it now even. Come off the cushion with running sides. No, he didn't play it. I thought he could screw to the right hand cushion with reverse side, then kick into the yellow and red. Unless he feels wants to play a double. Doesn't really want to leave a breakout till last, so unless he feels he can get on it. He's going into it now. It's a risky one.
Is he on it?
He's on the other ball, yeah. Yeah,
that was a gamble from the P.
Because he only left himself one ball to get on really, but he's on it, and this is actually quite nice. He's on both balls. Didn't realise he had the gap as well.
Yeah, I think you probably take the gap here, don't you? And then maybe go left middle for the 8 ball.
Yeah, it depends how much of the ball he'll be able to get on the black. I think I'd rather go for the left one because you can come down the right hand side to get on the black.
Yeah, okay.
But if you get good position on the yellow, obviously to the left, it's not bad.
Yeah, you just need to leave yourself the angle, don't you? Straight sort of kills you a little bit.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the one he's seen.
I was just going to say, he's got to come off 2 cushions to play that, though. He's got to sort of come round the back of it.
Yeah.
Because that's never going to check up on this table.
And also, it just feels like it played really hard.
Yeah. I think he's trying to get the side to bite on the cloth, but you're only ever going to go, the harder you hit it, the wider you go. That's wide.
Oh, Chris Day has got
nice.
a good chance to get a really, really good lead going here.
Yep. Just pick your balls, Chris, and then work your way back from the last ball that you want to pot, and away you go. He probably pot the one down the left-hand rail, but he could even move it now, possibly with the red to bottom right. I'll leave the ones at the top of the table to last and just come down that right-hand side for the black. Might be a touch wide on this to move that ball, so might just have to leave it down the line. And just slow up a little bit. Yeah, I think he's got to take the one top left, come down the left-hand side of the table. He could possibly have the one on the rail as a free shot if he wants. Now he's going to clip this in past the yellow, sorry. I don't want to. If you want to try and get up that left hand side, I don't know if you've got the angle. Then leave the red ball closest his hand to the last. Yeah, he's just tried to force it a little bit. If he'd left the other red, he could have had this as a bit of a free shot, because the red he could have topped through and it would have been covered. But
you've got to back yourself to make these.
Yeah, you're in. You're at this level stage of the tournament. You fancy yourself to pot these, and you've got to back yourself to get them. Which he has done. A little bit of angle.
Yeah, is there an argument here to maybe send both up to the top right?
I don't know if you can pot it screw back off the cushion he's closest to and come back in towards the middle of the table.
Yeah, I was wondering how much angle he's got, yeah.
I mean, any sort of, this red with the yellow there, it's unmissable to the top right. So if he played this red in there, he could move the yellow and possibly cause himself a problem. So
yeah, I see.
He's going to dig down. He could literally leave himself anywhere down this side of the table, and he can't miss the last red past the yellow. Yeah, he's screwed back over. You're potting this, Jam, all day long.
Steady.
You are.
You've actually seen me play more than most as well.
Yeah, I know you're getting that. Oh, how the hell have I done that? Chris is thinking the same thing I'm thinking though. I can't miss it with the yellow there. He's probably hit the only part.
The only part. That's amazing.
Yeah. Anywhere else that cannot not go in. I can't believe it. That is a massive jinx, that is, isn't it?
See, I told you I could miss it.
Yeah, you're right. You could have missed that. Yeah. If Chris can miss it, you can miss it. I can't believe it hasn't gone in.
Well, Ryan's got to play a very cute shot. He doesn't want that to drop. That's a very nice shot.
Yeah. Now.
Good luck, Chris.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
Yeah.
And it doesn't want to rewrite. I think, to be fair, this is a very awkward situation at these rolls. Chris has got to go and hit the red. But in an ideal roll, he doesn't really want to. It's a really because it's going to be. It is possible, but very, very difficult to pot that red and not pot the cue ball as well at the same time.
He's already made an unbelievable shot in this match.
It's a good effort. It's a really good effort, and fair play for having such a good go at it, because I think a few people might have tried to work their line out first before having such a brave attempt at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still a bit shocked that ball hasn't gone. I did talk it up a bit too much, I feel. But
wobbled.
Oh, Ryan. It's hard to know what Chris will be thinking right now after that.
Yeah.
It's one of them. If you take that yellow away, Chris pots that red all day long, every day. There's no doubt about it. And it's just sometimes everybody does it. You just take it for granted. And
well, terrific break from CD. He's back to the front ball, and
that's nice to see.
Yeah, and a great split he's been rewarded with. He's had a good run to this stage of the competition as well. 10-9 win over Kingsley Peck in round 1, which was a marathon, not a sprint. And then
oh, that was the long game, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then Ian Alley beat him in winners round 1. So Chris Day was dumped into losers round 2 and has made the run from there. So
do the graft.
Yeah, 7-5 against Anthony Morris, 7-4 against Callum Singleton, 7-4 against Connor Jones, 7-5 against Matty Challen, 7-4 against Ron Joe.
He's had a good draw, hasn't he, actually?
And then 9-7 against Scott Pope last night in the last 16. So it's been a long old tournament for Chris Day. There's only one fixture round that he could have played in more, and that's if he'd lost in the very first match of the tournament. He'd have been losers round 1. He's come through the gauntlet.
Yeah, definitely. It's a tough one to get through when you've started from back there.
But in a strange way, and you probably want to start in losers round 2, but he's played a lot more pool than a few people this weekend, and if you're playing well, it can actually be a bit of a good thing sometimes.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Looks a bit white. Ooh, just slipped in. Now it's be interesting to see how he gets on this. He probably wants to go to the right hand side of the table so he can use the angle to come back across for the black. He's just gone round to pick his spot, I think, and just where he wants to top through. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's nice from Chris.
So it just eliminates the yellow balls when you get the correct line for position.
Yeah, perfect. Nice as you could be on it.
There we go.
A belting break from Ryan Pisani to kick us off here in frame number 7.
Little P hits him well, doesn't he?
Yeah, hits him like well.
You're trying to think of a fruit or vegetable.
No.
a bigger vegetable.
Yeah, like a sugar snap, wasn't it?
I knew you'd go too far. Yeah, he hits him well though, and I did see him break in the other room the other day, and it's sort of the first thing you think about when you obviously like Luke Gilbert and you see someone's quite small, and you think they do hit the balls well.
Yeah, he's a lovely player. I've always been impressed. Every time I've seen him play, I've been impressed.
It's a lovely little flick as well.
I think he's one of Malta's finest exports. Seen him in the last couple of years in both Killarney and in Agadir at the World Championships representing his country. So he's had a little bit of that sort of arena experience, and he does seem to almost thrive upon that. Very well backed by his fellow countrymen, of course.
Yeah, this is the big shot in this clearance, just to decide which red he gets on here. Does he want to go long first or leave himself? If he leaves himself in one of the pockets, he's got to make sure he's got the angle to get back onto the red underneath the yellow, or to the side of the yellow, sorry. Ideally you'd like to drift up towards that red and pot it, but don't know if you run through and then pot the red into the bottom right, run past the red and pot it bottom right, but that may be a bit more awkward to get on the black though, so he's screwing back to go top left. He's played that really nicely.
Yeah, lovely.
Really nicely. And if he's just got he's going to screw back for the middle. I just didn't know if he had a fraction of angle could stun across, but he's quite straight, so cue ball back to where his anywhere near where his hand is, he'll be happy.
Yeah, bottom of the triangle line is perfect.
Yeah. I think when you have these shots, it's quite a nice shot to have because your hand's your target, you know, and you use that. When you've got target, it always feels slightly easier to play the position. That's still alright. Good split.
Yeah, he's got a really good front ball break, Chris.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a really good cut break as well. He's got all the tools really in that sense, but I do often think, like, you know, if you front ball break like that all the time, just do that.
Yeah.
What did you make to the breaks in the last quarter final? Because both Gillespie and Townsend were absolutely creaming them.
Yeah, no, yeah, Scott hits them well, doesn't he? I did see a few, and Reese was really accurate. I thought he was good with his cue ball off the break. I did see a lot. He's looked really good with his cube off the break. I mean, I know that when they changed the rules to hitting the top ball only, sooner the better. I'm surprised that flew over your head so easy, Jeremy. You didn't want to. I couldn't get a bite out of you then.
No need.
No, I perhaps need Simon in for that one. No, nice layout here for Chris to go at. Don't know if the red goes past the bottom red into the bottom left corner, so that might be an issue. I wouldn't have thought yellows were too bad off the break, but so he might have to come back around that red to get back on it again. Oh, he didn't want. Yeah, that yellow he just knocked in. He has knocked it in the way slightly because I think that there's like a line, diagonal line between the black and yellow, which he's looking down now. That's where he wants to come down. When he's just hit that yellow, he's just made the gap a bit smaller, but not a lot. So it still have the similar sort of target, but it could mean a bit of a tricky shot. Getting back onto the top red, depending how he lands on this. It doesn't land too straight. Yeah, so he's come through the gap nicely. He wants to keep coming lower, so then he come back round. Come off the side cushion, back around, and wants to land somewhere near straight on the red. Yeah, this is the only place this, looking at the balls from the start, this is the only place this clearance could have gone wrong. I'm hopeful I haven't jinxed him again, but but yeah, it's just, I think I'm looking black ball left centre. All right, yeah, left centre I'd say. Just leave himself nice and high. Yeah, he just wants to get past that yellow on the right hand side.
One thing you would say about Chris's journey yesterday in particular was a huge loser's side run, but the last 16 match he had against Scott Pope was a late match. It was also a grueler. You know, plenty of tactical frames. The balls were not coming out nice. It was a match that really had to be won.
Yeah.
And got through it. And this has been a bit more fluent today.
Definitely, yeah.
And I think as players, you know, no matter who you're playing really, you'd always prefer that sort of match where you can get your hand on the table and feel a little bit of rhythm, get your confidence up.
Definitely, yeah.
Ryan Pisani once again showcasing that break, and it's not just power, is it? It's that cue ball. Yeah. Really, really impressive.
Just looking at the lie. Well, you can take your pick here. Reds are the obvious one's got an easy starter. Don't know if one goes to the right centre. He's playing this one down the line. It's awkward queuing, but it should be comfortable enough. And then he's got to work, same again, you work your clearance around the last ball to get down for the black. You'd love it to be the one over the left centre, but I don't think that's going to be... I'm not sure if you're going to be able to do that. So it does make it a little bit... maybe make you think about which ball you can use to get down to the black. Of course, you've got the whole right-hand side of the table as well to land for the black. Well, the right-hand side, but you come down the right-hand side of the table to get on the black. So that's... does go underneath the yellow as well. I mean, he could play a clever shot here. He could flick the red above the yellow up to the table, use the yellow, knock the red in. Then he's got a red up the table to get on the black. But he's not playing that. He's to be a little bit careful here. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays his shot. The red does go in, but he doesn't want to knock the red over the pocket. He doesn't want to knock it around. Could he? Yeah, he's got to get on that red above the yellow. So he might try to do now. It's too close.
He's got options. It's
Yeah.
not. It just got a little bit ugly for him here,
Yeah,
but he's got options.
I think the shot that I actually sort of said a few shots ago, it may seem a bit extreme, but I think it's actually would have been the best shot to play, because it would have took out getting onto the black would have been a lot easier, and it would have made it a little bit less messy a table. Can he hold for it to get on the black? I mean, he might. If he leaves it left hand side of the table, the black will be easy to put in the top right, I feel, just because of the yellow.
Well, I think he can drop this one in over the
Can he leave
middle.
enough angle to top through?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he can, because he's even tried to get further over.
Yeah, and he can go across the top right of the table from here.
Yeah. Oh, he's not happy. What's he not happy with?
Well, he is pretty straight, but I think he only needs to nick a bit.
Yeah, but if he screwed back to where he is, he'd still pop the black. With that, I feel that yellow just does give him a bit of a big pocket.
Yeah, he's fine. Come on, Ryan.
Shot, Phil. He's learned from the best.
Yeah. Couple of nice mannerisms picked up from some of the all-time greats. Still needs making. And in it flies.
Yeah.
Never in doubt.
They're on a bit of a run at the minute, aren't they, the pair of them? It's good hit. Unlucky.
Oh, he's been so unlucky there.
Yeah, it's unlucky.
Time ready.
First glimpse, there's a awkward yellow. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. Yeah, it's just that red ball's just come up and just sort of pushed it into the pocket, hasn't it? He said, "You're going in the pocket." No, Ryan's gonna. I don't know if the ball's plant on the left-hand side. I'd be tempted to. He has got the yellow, one of the yellows to the left centre. He could possibly use to get down the table for the yellow on the right-hand side. Could leave himself a double on it. I would have liked to have been getting rid of the one on the rail actually, at the bottom.
It's a cute little shot he's played.
Yeah. I don't think he needed to play that though, because if he could have put the one on the bottom rail, got onto this one that he's on now, then it would have like freed up the other yellow, possibly for his last shot for the black. Because then he could have played the double down the table, knowing he'd be on the one at the top. Because now he's got to deal with the one on a cushion. I mean, this is where you probably would have liked a little bit more time just to think about the clearance. He's going to try and move it, is he here? I think he's just got to settle for the double on it. Get yourself good on the double. Because you can make it so difficult trying to move it, take such a risk. Whereas at least with the double, you know you can get on it, and it's on you then, potting the ball.
Yeah.
And say leaving that yellow on the rail in the bulk end is.
He's going to have to go.
Yeah, he's going to have to. He knew he had to deal with his yellow, and he really should have played it first shot, and he didn't, and he's had to come back to it. But it's quite an important frame as well, because say with Chris going off, Ryan knows he's breaking next, and the way the pat of the match has started to go, this could be quite an important frame.
He's back where he was
quite
almost.
nice on it. So on that break line, so 3/4 of the way down the break line you want to be. So between the black spot and the bottom of the line, leave it as straight as possible, so then you can top the cue ball back out. Oh, he's going down the line. No, he's not, is he? No, he's just dolly this in. Well, it's a brave shot.
Yeah, respect.
Yeah, it's a brave shot. Is he a little bit too good on it? Maybe when it's so close, it can be awkward to judge, but
I think if you can make this, you're not worried about the 8 ball,
yeah,
are you?
no,
But
and I think
I take your point.
I say the
Big shot.
yeah, if he plays it well, the pocket will take it as well. Yeah, what a
Oh,
lovely
he's
shot.
played that well.
I think after the way he's played that, the position was the best part about that little cameo of shots.
Yeah.
Got himself back in and he got on it lovely. It wasn't easy. It's tight. He's got to cut in the middle. If it's anywhere near tight,
You just
surely
cut this,
got
yeah.
to cut it. Yeah, you don't take the risk. It is a bit of a cutback, but it's not. It's when he'll get more.
It's going top left.
Yeah, it's when he'll get more than trying to squeeze a tight shot through. He's rolling it as well. Well,
Heart the pocket though.
and I think to myself, it would have been painful for Shane because he's right behind the line of the shot. So
Yeah.
as soon as I hit it, he knows it's in, and it does hurt you a little bit more sometimes. And I just wonder if that's deep psychology, I suppose, on the pull front. Probably a bit of waffle, really, as well. Mixed in there. Yeah.
That's what we're here for, isn't it?
Overthinking, but
That's what we're
pool
here
players
for.
love overthinking, don't they?
Yeah, overthinking and waffle. That's
That's it.
that's sort of that should basically be like the top line of my CV, I think.
Yeah, I just think, no, as a player, when you have to watch that go in, it hurts you a little bit more.
Yeah, we can strike an accord on
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
I do agree. So 5-all. It's now
That's it.
essentially
Another nice
a race
chance.
to 5, best of 9.
Needed a bounce there though, and needs to get up the table because it's a lovely little pattern. If he just got on this yellow to the bottom right better, such a nice little pattern of shots. Now he's gonna have to change it. It's still alright. If he goes top right, he can play the 2 balls at the top, which he would have liked to have played last, but just needs to bring the cue ball back off. He's got perfect angle. Come back off the cushion. Yeah, that's perfect. Doesn't want to nudge your red too much. Lovely. Yeah, so his original pattern would have been, this would have been his last ball. And you can sort of see how he would have got down towards the table, but it's still not a problem. Just wants to make sure he gets up the table on this shot. Ideal world, you can get onto the 1 to the bottom right, but just wants to get to halfway. He's coming off 2, looks like, running round. No, up the middle, yeah, he's at halfway. Is he on it? Is he on it? He's alright though. He can take right centre, left centre, then bottom right. Right, he's coming bottom right now. He's just going to have to kill this one in. He's turned it in. I thought that made the cue go away a little bit more. He's got a big area now to come up and down the table. He's on the black as soon as he pots it, and he'll stay on the black as long as he doesn't go too close to the bottom left corner. Is he going to just dig down slightly? Maybe a bit worried about that bottom corner. Again, getting too much side on it. Just play with a little bit of bottom. No, he's potted it thin. He took a risk there. That's silly. If he just plays a bit of bottom on it, no side.
Yeah.
No side. A lot of people will play that shot with side, and that's the side that would take it across to near their head. But just played it at bottom just to kick it away from the corner bag. It just would have come up and down the table fairly straight. No, this is definitely a more awkward black than he would have wanted. He's got to play a shot here. Looks easy from that angle, but believe me, it isn't that easy. He's rolled it again.
Yeah.
I feel you've got to play
like
that
that.
firm. Nah. That's a big let off for Chris. I feel like Ryan was trying to make that clearance a little bit more difficult. I think he was playing it like he had to get close to the black, but just as long as it's hand on table, he's going to pop the black from anywhere. It could be an important part of the match here. Does the red go past the black? Chris is going to play a snooker first shot here. Yeah, nice one. Nice.
Yeah, it's always a little bit of a risk because...
Yeah, I don't know if he can come off one cushion and get between the two, can he? No, Ryan's body language is saying not.
Yeah, you've got to be 2 cushions at least here. But...
Is there a line off the left-hand cushion? Just
left-hand bottom cushion?
Yeah, left-hand cushion. Just missed the red in the bottom left. And come up there.
He's probably talking 3 there, maybe. Come off the top right, then
well, I'm thinking
clip it in.
potting it. I don't know if he can come there and pot it. But maybe he can get off one here. He's going to slide a lot. Has he got the gap?
Oh, he wasn't far off, you know, John.
It was very tight, wasn't it?
I just wonder if he sort of decides to play that a little bit quicker, if he could have got a little bit close, because he did rush the shot in the end, but he really wasn't far off getting it. Haven't watched this.
Yeah, it would have been close, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think he would have potted it. He might have... Right, Chris is playing this off the black. Open up his red. Doesn't want to bump it in front of there. He's got to go down the table now, but... He's alright. Yeah, Chris is in perfect position here. Just work out where he wants to get onto the 8 ball, possibly the red to left centre. If he's high on it, he could just run down off the side cushion, left hand side to get on it. Might have to change that now. I think he's a tad straight, or just coming slightly away from the reds with this one incentive. Try and pot it as thick as he can, I'd imagine. Top through. Yeah, so Chris often comes around to the shot. You can just sort of see where he wants to put the cue ball for his next shot. He cues pretty well. Get the spin into the cue ball quick. Get the bounce off the cushion, so they have to hit fairly hard as well. Get the cue ball back towards the centre of the table. Like so. Is he going to go? That's close to enough. Can he screw straight back off it?
I think screwing's the way here.
Yeah, screw back.
You can find the line.
Yeah, this is a shot as well. You don't want to hit. You don't have to hit this too hard. You don't want to be hitting it too hard into the centre. But if you just cue it nicely, you can really get the zip on the cue ball, and you've got a bit of play because you got the. As soon as you get to where your hand is, you're on the black. So you got
there you go.
The way there, yeah.
He was fine, making mountains out of molehills.
Just explaining, Stephen.
So 6-5 lead incoming for Chris Day. Spot in the British Open semi-finals awaits one of these two.
Yes.
Rolls in the 8 ball. Good shot.
Could be an interesting finish to this match.
Both players back in the arena, and Chris Day breaks us off at 6-5 in front. He is 4 away. Ryan Pisani 5 away. Dry break from CD. It's the P who gets the chance to take the first go in this one.
From when you look at the balls now, it looked like he had a good break, but just when he first hit him, the few balls around the black didn't really move. And I don't know, so I don't know if the rack was maybe a little bit on the slacky side on that one, but he still got a good split and unlucky not to get a ball. And the P's looking at reds, but if he can get a yellow, he'd want yellows, I think.
Yeah, yellows. You'd
But
think of the
just
ball.
don't think he can get one, can he? So he's got to go reds, and reds aren't bad. I just feel maybe he's not that, his pattern's shown he's probably not quite totally settled out there, Ryan, because he seems to be just a fraction negative with them. It's not ideal. Just a little bit too close to that yellow ball there. Now can he drop it? Can he drop it in and hold on to the red to left centre? It's got a bit of room, but when you're queuing over like this, you always tend to hit him a little bit firmer. Is he holding? No, I don't think he has. He's not potted either. That's going to be a frustrating one for him there. He actually, I think, did he have the gap to pot the red down to the bottom right? So he possibly would have been okay. But he's not got the pot, and Chris has got the chance now. If Chris can take these balls out, leave the red on the left centre, I think the black sneaks inside there, so he wouldn't have to move a great deal. It overhead looks a bit tight, but I do think it does. But he might use that for the yellow ball. Might even move that. Be careful. Oh, didn't like that. Yeah, Chris weren't too impressed with how they landed. But he did take a little bit of a gamble there. I don't think it's paid off that nicely for him. I mean, he has got a ball near there, so he can maybe do something he can do with it. Quick thinking, getting the old cue ball cleaned. Referee on the spot, quick little world record time of cleaning the cue ball there. Very good. And will Chris leave an angle on this one to break the black out? I can't help but feel Chris is going to have to take a bit of a risk on a cannon in a minute. I think he's got a plan, but he might rely on a bit of a nudge from somewhere. Oh, I think he was trying to knock. Was he trying to knock that yellow down the rail?
He must have been.
Yeah. Can he cut the yellow in bottom left?
Do you maybe look to try and play something of a loss of turn?
Yeah, it's hard. I think that's a good shot, but it's just a cue ball I'm thinking about, whether he can get a good cue ball.
Because the reds aren't easy. The red tied up by the 8 ball's a problem.
And I'm not even sure if does that red and black plant into the middle. If Ryan came around the back to try and break it out, would he potentially be risky?
Oh, that can't have been the
that
shot.
couldn't have gone much worse. He's blocked the pocket, but is it an easy skill shot?
Yeah, I'm not sure about this from CD. This is all eggs in one basket.
He's got ball in hand here. The black goes by there. He doesn't have to. He can just put the white behind there. What's he looking at here? What? Oh, put the white the other side of the red.
He's surely not playing the combo.
He's just worked it out. He's just worked it out, hasn't he?
He's surely not playing the combo there.
He done. To be fair, he done exactly so. I thought, skill shot straight away. And I thought, just put the white the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the black still goes comfortably.
I don't know about comfortably, but it goes.
Yeah.
You want to be right behind it.
Well, yeah, I think it's big, like that red earlier in the match. That yellow earlier in the match. Sorry, was it red or yellow? I can't remember now. Earlier in the match, the unmissable one. Which I'd done a good shout on. Yeah, and also these have become very easy.
Yeah, I like this. Take this one out. You're looking at the one bottom right and take the one by the 8 ball to the middle and just put the cue ball there.
I would have been happy leaving this till last. Just getting down close to it last and coming down the tables. It's got to get good position here. It's got to get good position. Wow. That's a brilliant shot, but he won't be able to play that every time.
That's ball in hand perfect there.
Yeah.
And he's got 2 drop-ins to leave the 8 ball. dead straight.
Yeah.
Just leave the cue ball where the red is to the left middle,
Yeah,
and
really
it's
don't
perfect.
Don't overthink this, black. Just play it slightly cushioned first, and you're not missing this. Yeah.
And he doesn't.
Real cauldron for players. Always miss it. That is he going to get a ball?
Doesn't
No,
deserve
doesn't
one.
deserve one. Doesn't get one. Chris is going to get a chance here.
Yeah, deserved a chance, Chris. Particularly after he hit
definitely.
his last break well and didn't get one. Ryan came right across this. He's been breaking beautifully as the P. That was not it.
There's a rush of blood there on their break. First couple of shots here for Chris, important. He might elect to play this, then play the plant, possibly, because I'm not sure what else he can get on it comfortably. Yeah, he plays the plant, sends the red, just wherever he sends the red, just to be careful. He doesn't want, probably just wants to drop this plant in. Leave the red that he's playing somewhere near the middle, and that possibly be his last ball. Yeah, he can use that as his last ball now.
Yeah, delicate little shot. Played it well. Just keep an eye, Ron Joe, on that there match clock.
Yes.
15 and a half minutes.
Oh wow, we're going in.
It's ticked right down.
Yeah. Considering it's not really, there's not been many long frames, and they've both sort of got on with it, haven't they?
Yes, it surprised me
There's
there.
not been many frames where it hasn't just been, if someone's made a mistake, the next person's sort of punished them, haven't they? So. But I suppose they both take their time on their shots and have a little think. I say Chris likes to walk round to his next shot, then walk back.
Well, Chris was really good on the 15 seconds of shot last night against Scott Pope. He actually, in such a strange way, played his best pull on it, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
But looked really, really comfortable. Almost think at times, I wonder if CD could maybe play a little bit quicker on 30 seconds, so it wasn't such a contrast for him. But
yeah. Just wondering if he'd switch his mind up for the last ball. Yeah, so he's kept the last ball that I thought he might, but coming into this now, he's got to get someone near straight, whereas if he'd gone the other way round, he'd have a lot more margin for error on the red to come down for the black. So ideally, the line of where the yellow is, that's nearest the cue ball now, is what he wants. But if you come short, you could struggle to get on the black. If you come too long, you're going away.
oh, lovely shot.
But yeah, look, he's going slightly away. And if he'd gone switched his route, I mean, sometimes you get so stuck on a route, you think I'm going that way. You got to allow yourself to think, no, maybe I've chosen wrong. I need to change my mind.
Yeah.
He's okay though. Yeah, he's not. Still nice on it. Just composing himself for the shot. See Ryan just swan necking around the back there to have a look at it. Nice shot. Heart of the pocket, nice solid hit.
Yeah, cued that well, didn't he? That was a confident shot from Chris Day.
Yep.
Complete miss hit on that break from Chris Day, and we are in for some serious fun and games here.
Oh. It's hit right across the cue ball. I do think the ref's face then. He's thinking, he's gone, oh.
He's like, he can't believe it.
Yeah, he's like, oh, maybe there was a couple of balls not quite touching there, but Chris has got a ball, and is there a way out here? I don't know. It's a bit of a risky one if he does go, but he's kind of got to play a shot, hasn't he? And he's got to use this red down here because he's got to get it out so he can play the plant. I kind of like the way he played that, but he was always losing the cue ball very slightly, and he's not landed on a thing. So be really interesting. The red on the right hand side could be quite interesting as well, because I don't know if you could use that to play. I don't know if you could have played off the yellow to pot that. He's going to move it. Can he knock the black back this way? Oh, he's took some control. It's good control here, but is there a loss of turn on for Ryan? I think there may be.
You're hoping so.
Or he could put the yellow to the top left and then play the loss of turn. But if he plays the loss of turn, he could have Chris in a bit of bother, because then Chris will be struggling to get the black out. He's looking at it now. Can he get to it? Or unless it's a 2-ball. He doesn't really want to get rid of this yellow, because that red near it does go there, but the red goes into a few other pockets, so I think he's got to commit. Could he get a double loss of turn here?
Oh yeah.
Possibly. This would be a nice shot if he could get this.
Looking at clearing both the yellows out the corner pockets.
Yeah, definitely.
Or the reds, I
or
should
just
say.
open up that pocket even for the yellow, but important to get the first one. And if you get the second one, happy days. Now he's just got caught that. The black doesn't go, so he'll still be fairly pleased with that.
Yeah, what do you do about this 8-ball if you're Chris Day? How do you win the frame from here?
Yeah, struggle, didn't you?
I was hoping you'd have something
Well,
that looked like an answer there, but
now,
I understand that that's not
If he
easy.
could play the long double here, he could play it down and move the black out.
Oh, I like that.
Just give it a punch down. He's not playing, I don't think. Oh yeah, he's playing it, yeah. I'd have played it a lot harder, I think. It's not bad though. I think you can probably afford to hit that as hard as you like, because you can't possibly pop the black. You can open up the whole pocket, and
well, he's got some equity in the frame now, it
a
feels
little bit,
like.
but he's going to get knocked in again now, so he might lose that.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. Does the red sneak by the yellow? Because if it does, Chris might have a shot to play here. He can get his red away.
Yeah.
Get it out of harm's way. Is there any value in doing that? Can he sneak it in? Do they both
that
go?
Doesn't go, does it? Oh, nearly did.
Oh, it so nearly did.
did.
And I think he's confident of that yellow in between the red in
Well,
between
it
the two
does,
yellows.
but I think maybe Ryan's got to think about a skill shot here. Because if he doesn't get the skill shot, he leaves even playing the loss of turn, he leaves Chris a little sniff. He's trying to play the white, but he has left him a sniff. And if Chris goes for the red at the top, pots it, he can move the yellow that's in the way of the black. If it goes
Some shot to find
well,
out
if the red goes between them, it is very tight, isn't it? It's hard to tell, even if the overhead.
Oh, that was close.
I don't think the red.
Oh, it's really close on the time foul.
On a time foul, do the balls go back to where they were?
That's a really good question. I don't believe so.
Because it just seems like Chris could possibly gain an advantage.
Yeah, I suppose the distinction there would be: was it deliberate? And then, if it's deliberate, well, it's deliberate foul, loss of frame, isn't it?
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, that's where that comes.
You know, if it's just a mistake, then it's just it's just a mistake. But I suppose if the referee deems you to have been deliberately gaming the shot clock to mess the table up, then.
But I mean, obviously, people could. There's a
grey area there, I suppose.
Yeah, it is a bit grey, yeah.
Yeah, I'd need that one clarifying. I assume that's the rule, but that's I'm honestly not 100% sure.
Because yeah, you're just looking at that, you think, well, Chris might get some sort of advantage of having a foul there. Just that the ref is right. He's got to check this. It's very tight, wasn't it?
Yeah, massively.
I wouldn't say it makes a massive difference. It may make a difference to whether Ryan will go game or not, possibly. But I think if he doesn't go game, he's just going to get another loss of turn against him, and then he'll be in a worse position. So, it's sort of situation where he's probably got to press to win the frame rather than give Chris another chance to get back in it.
Well, they're about to find out their fate.
The ref's happy with the decision, and see what it's going to be.
So no foul.
Foul. Yeah, I think Ryan's got a go game here personally. There's an easy snooker, but the snooker just leads to loss of turn, which... Oh, I'm not sure what he's played there. Oh, he's taking a risk here if he's snookering. He's taking a risk here. I don't think he's seen what... If Chris goes up and down, loss of turn, then all of a sudden...
Oh, it's close.
It's going a bit wide.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. See, that's... For me, that's a bit poor thinking from Ryan there. That's where you're playing a snooker like to get a foul, where you're not playing a snooker to win the frame.
Yeah.
You know, he's actually playing a snooker to possibly losing the frame, and now... Oh, he'll take that, I think. He'll take that.
You reckon?
Well, he will, but he's still going to be...
Still same in position as he's in before.
Yeah, Christian's got to be a little bit careful. He wants to make sure he hits the red first before he puts the yellow. So he played it very similar. He's done it. I think this is a good shot.
Brilliant shot.
Yeah, and
brilliant shot from Chris
That is all
Day.
Ryan's own doing, unfortunately. Just from being too negative on the frame. And he might have just worked that out for himself now, but... I mean, I would say that... Oh, he's hit it. I would say that Ryan, he's played these rules long enough now, and it's a good way of learning about how to play the game as well. You know, Ryan's played the snooker to get a foul when he doesn't need to. You play a snooker a lot of the time to develop your balls. Is that a cush? Yeah, he's got a cush, but you may have a chance here. So,
well, Ryan has to go. I don't think there's any benefit whatsoever to playing safe now. Chris played a clever shot there. He's almost forced Ryan's hand and said, I don't fancy you for these.
Yeah, we're on the 15 seconds now, and you can tell, can't you?
That's a clever shot for Chris to play on 15 seconds.
Yeah, just make him go.
This is the big shot.
Yeah, it's nearly tempting to go at bottom left.
He doesn't love it at all, does he?
No. Can he just move the red out of the way? Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I think that's the better option. I don't know if the yellow actually went, did it?
Well, that's the thing.
I didn't really get the chance to see if the yellow went. So I think that is the better shot to play.
Just going to screw back into the yellow here.
Yeah, the yellow goes in the middle though. So he's still going to get another chance. Yellow in middle.
Can he get onto the yellow from the side rail from here though?
He can leave a double possibly.
Tough shot.
Yeah, it's everything's tough from here. Could he play into the red and knock it down the table and snooker him behind the other yellow? He's done well there because he's potted that really
well.
thick.
Yeah, he's done really
so
well.
He literally could not get any better on this from where he was now.
Oh, we're into the witching hour here.
If he can get close to the black, he'd leave a safe white as well. So wide, is it in? Is it going to drop?
No.
But he's left it awkward.
Oh, wow. Chris has got to play an unbelievable shot here, hasn't he?
Yeah, a lot of run inside, a lot of top, but he's not got enough angle.
I want it.
Well, he played a double loss of turn, didn't you? Would you play the double now, loss of turn, or just screw back, get yourself in position to play loss of turn?
Oh, what a shot. He's so unlucky. He's so unlucky. It's the only way he could get up the table.
Yeah. I still think he should have tried the loss of turn, really. He's got to play a double now, though. He's gone for it in the middle. Oh, he's going to try to get safe white as well.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah,
he probably had the line, actually, you know.
Yeah.
Not quite firm enough.
I think this is where the 15 seconds has just affected Chris Eggs. I do think he would be playing the double loss of turn on that last shot rather than a double to pot it. How's he going to hit this one? Oh, nice. Hit that really nice. And he's got two balls, and look at that layout. Really got some action on that cue, but he put like a little bit extra sort of screw back on there.
Yeah, he ripped it, didn't he?
Yeah, but he hit it so straight, and look how they've landed. Big chance for Ryan.
So 4.5 minutes left of this quarter-final. 7-all.
Chris won't like watching these. He's seen how the lay is, and if you want to think that it could be more awkward as the yellow to the left-hand side, possibly, but I think he's got a couple of such nice balls to get on it. He can play it early, he can play it late, leave it to his last ball if he wants. Ryan's rushing. He doesn't have to rush too much. The pattern's there. If you rush, you could possibly put yourself off. So now I think I would say he's going to play that one next. Because he's nice on it.
Yeah, it's about finding your calm in the storm here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Bless him.
Yeah, that rush.
He's like a cat on a hot tin roof, isn't he?
Yeah. And that's a bad shot. It goes in the middle past the black though, so he could. It looks like it may go in the middle past the black there. One thing I say is Ryan's rushing when he doesn't need to rush, if you know what I mean, because the patterns are all there, and if he was cleaning them up normally, he'd probably only be taking 20 seconds anyway.
Well, we were joking, weren't we, earlier about him being, he had a touch of the Harrisons about him.
Yeah.
And I think he reminds you, it's a great shot.
That's a very good shot.
Reminds me a little bit of when Phil first started playing on 15 seconds. He's a chronic checker. He's always wanting to check and check. You just got to trust your instincts, and Ryan Pisani's instincts are obviously brilliant.
Yeah.
That's something that I think will come more into his game, but credit where it is due. That is a clutch clearance from Ryan Pisani. He's probably got a bruise on his ankle. He's probably got a chip in his cue. He's flying around the table. Certainly is. 2 minutes and 44 left on the watch.
He's got a good split.
He needs a ball.
He lost the cue ball a bit. Oh, this is a great chance for.
He's not got one. This is. Well, we've seen what Ryan's like on the 15-second shot clock here. If I was Chris Day, I'd keep my cue chalked and ready to rumble.
Yeah.
Because there's a little bit of work to do. Ryan showed he's not exactly what you'd call comfortable on the quick pace.
I wonder if the two yellows, top right, one of them to the right goes. It's wide.
Yeah, missed it. Here we go.
There you go then, Chris. You've got plenty of time. I think Chris has probably learnt the hard way before, hasn't he, about the clock. I can't.
Well, he practices a lot on the 15 as well.
I don't know if there was a time when he did run out of time on a clearance. I'm not sure if that was Chris or not. I might be doing him a bit injustice, but sometimes you can take too long, can't you, and run out of time. But Chris is good for this sort of scenario.
He certainly is.
And now this is a big shot. This could go anywhere, these balls. This is a thin cut. Yeah, he's got it.
Oh, he's got both. How's this come out for him?
Is he on the plant? If he's on the plant, I said plant again, but I don't think he's on it. It's a bit unfortunate, but he's still on this one to box. This is another thin cut. Yeah, that was a bit too thin.
Oh, it's tough.
And now, Ryan, you just use the time, pot your balls. You've only got to play 4 shots. There's one. Let the time run down. Think about where you want the cue ball. If you come round 2 here, the cue ball will do a bit of travelling as well. I think that's the shot that there's one of it now. He can pot these next 3 comfortably. Doesn't even need to. There's the 3rd ball. And then this will be the 4th one, and that will be match over. So he's probably been a little bit fortunate here. I feel a bit for Chris. But he battled away well, Ryan.
You've got to give so much credit to him.
Yeah.
You've got to give so much credit to Ryan Pisani. He has come through it. Huge respect to the Maltese. You can see how much that means to him. He has run it through, and he's taken down Chris Day in the Ultimate Pool British Open quarter-final. Take it in, Ryan.
See what it means to him, can't you?
Yeah, you absolutely can. You got to feel for Chris. He's run a real gauntlet at this competition, and he was not far away.